Oh, dang it. My face is covered up by the countdown. Let me put that out of the way. Oh, God. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Hello. What do you want in the new update? I want cities for different races in the game. Oh, that would be pretty good. I would like that. I keep asking for ship customization, like full on different colors, different wings, all that kind of stuff. So that would be my big ask is, hey, look, I want full actual ship customization because we have upgrading, but not customization yet. Maybe new base parts, maybe. Captain Steve, something with Xbox is definitely going on. What's going on? What did I miss? What did I miss? Don't know. Did you see the Twitter post on To Thunder from Xbox? I don't know. I do know, everyone, I'm going to try to tamper expectations. I hope that we get an update or a trailer for No Man's Sky Frontiers. I don't think it's going to happen today. I think this is all going to be like Xbox, like what we've already seen. They might show something new, but I don't think so. I think they're just going to go into more detail about the things we already know about. So I'm excited because we might find out more about Perfect Dark or Fable or Halo Infinite. I'm sure we're going to see more Halo Infinite stuff because it's coming out soon. But I don't think they're going to show anything new. Like, you know, they're not going to make an announcement, like a brand new game we've never even heard of yet. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think that's going to happen. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we're going to get a No Man's Sky update? I don't think we're going to get it here. We'll DM Jason now on Twitter. Let me hit my Twitter there, Steve. That way I can see what's going on here. Oh. Let me see. What shall the universe reveal to us next? Can you just please let us be vague and mysterious? Maybe. I don't know if you guys haven't seen this. Let me bring this up for you guys so you guys can see it as well. So, this is the tweet that they're talking about. Would be good also ship customization. Can you build your own ship? That would be pretty good. I would get a purple. Give me the color purple and I'll be all about it. So this is what Captain Steve just shared with me. Let me pretend like I'm reading it right here. Xbox tweets out, what shall the universe reveal to us next? And then Thunder, TH Interloper, changed your name to Thunder. Wonder, it's No Man's Sky Frontiers. Have a word with good Sean for us. Good old Sean for us. Can you please let us be vague and mysterious? Maybe. My internet's lagging out. No, Explosive Yoda. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I think that you can't count. You can and you can't count No Man's Sky as a indie game. It's technically an indie game because a small indie developer made it, but it was treated like a AAA game. It still sells for $60 when it's not on sale. So, I mean, do you count that as an indie game? I don't know. So true. Now that I think of it, it's probably not going to be here. Yeah, StarCraft, Edward, I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I think the odds are not in its favor. I think if it's going to happen, it'll be tomorrow. And the other huge news is I guess we're getting a new Saints Row announcement tomorrow. I can't wait. I love Saints Row. I don't know about you guys. That is my jam. I love Saints Row. Saints Row, number 1 was okay, but number 2 is what really got me. Saints Row 2, 3, and Saints Row 4. Oh, I love those games. And so when they're announcing a new Saints Row, I'm all about it. And so that's the big rumor. And I mean, it's kind of not a rumor because they've already teased it a little bit. So, but we're not going to see that till tomorrow. So I think the big announcements aren't going to be till tomorrow. I think right now they're just going to say, hey, we're going to go into more detail about Halo Infinite and Fable and the games you already know about, but we haven't really showed a lot of yet. That's what they're going to do today, I think. Now, maybe I'm wrong. That's why I'm streaming, because maybe there's going to be a huge, shocking trailer that no one is expecting. Who knows? So I'm looking. I have the stream over here, and I have the Xbox video ready to go right over here. So I'm waiting for them to go live, and then we'll go live with you guys. So what do you guys think? I think the update is going to come out during mid-September. You're killing me, Said. Soon, Spade, soon. Hey! Why is that hidden, Patrick? I don't know what the heck. YouTube is killing me with this hiding. They're telling you to please hit the thumbs up button, which helps. Definitely. If you ever see anyone streaming, the biggest thing you can do is, number one, share the stream so more people know about it. And number two, hit that like button for them, because that like button, it lets YouTube know, oh, this is a good stream. We'll share it out to more people. So if you wouldn't mind doing me a big favor, hit that like button for me. Sounds good. I'm thinking any week now. We've been saying any day now for about a month. I don't know about you, Survival Bob, but July 15th, I was positive it was going to happen. And then the next week, and the next week, and now we're in August 24th, and we still haven't gotten an update. It's been over 2 weeks since they even announced Frontiers. So it's not like they announced it and then like 2 days later they came out with it. They announced it 2 weeks ago. The term subscribe gets blocked out by YouTube for regular chat. That's weird. YouTube. We go through fits and, this is the trials and tribulations of being a YouTuber. Every once in a while, you can't say a word at random. Like, you can't say Discord. You can't say subscribe. It's like, what do you... And they don't tell us why. They don't tell us what's coming up. Like, hey, we're going to chill out on the word subscribe. You can't say that. They don't let us know. All of a sudden, we find out because people start getting blocked. And it's like, come on. Bring back expeditions. I know. I wish they would give us an expedition just to keep us busy until the update comes out. But I have a feeling they're linking the two. So both the expedition and the update are probably coming out at the same time. I have no doubt, because if they were going to do an expedition, if they were just going to put out an expedition on its own, they would have done it already, you think? I would assume that they would have done it by now. But who knows? But I think that they're not doing it because they're linked. Like, they want the expedition to have pieces of the update in it, and therefore the expedition can't come out before the update does, because you won't be able to do some of the expedition. Both my No Man's Sky streamers here. Hello from South Africa. Yes! I think expeditions will lead to the station override, and that will open the new frontier. James, that is actually a good thought. I think that's probably what it is. Maybe the last phase, in phase 5, we have to unlock the station override at a specific space station, or a different random one, and that'll unlock the frontier, maybe? Jason, can you put Discord as an invite as pin message? I can! Oh yeah, I forgot. For whatever reason, YouTube won't let moderators do that. I don't know why. It's killing me, though. YouTube, what are you doing to me? So, here we go. If you want to join the Discord, I will put it in the live stream comments, and I'm going to pop it to the top. That way you guys can see it. It's a pinned message. And wait a minute. Old Man Gib with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Before the stream even started. We're still waiting for Xbox to load up. No Man's Sky update on Steam right now. Oh, that would kill me. Thanks, Jason, for your hard work. Well, thank you for the $10 super chat, Old Man Gib. And yeah, wouldn't that be the thing? Right in the middle of the Xbox Gamescom stream, they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna fire the update off at in an hour from now. Just to ruin it all. That would be the thing, wouldn't it? 07, I always forget, 07, Old Man Gib, 07 indeed. And for anyone who doesn't know, we usually get a couple questions. The 07 is a salute. So we salute anybody who donates or, becomes a member, anything like that. If you support the channel, you get a salute. So thank you very, very much. So yeah, do you know how to get Station Override? And I've joined you on Discord too. Nice, Steven Drysdale. I don't know how. I know that some people have gotten them. I don't know if they've hacked them or not, because they, you know, in I think it was Prisms, they added the whole station. If you go to the space station, there's a terminal in the back. They added that, but they didn't say anything about it or anything like that, other than some vague references. And then all of a sudden I think people hacked it out and they found a way to get the item, but there's no like official way to do it. You have to hack it, I believe. So we don't see anything about No Man's Sky today. Augusto Lima, we probably won't. So I want to make sure to set your guys' expectations. This is the Xbox event. So they did not say anything about having anybody else other than Xbox. And so I assume it's only going to be Xbox exclusive games, meaning Halo, Forza, Gears of War, Fable, Perfect Dark. Only the games that are going to be on Xbox only, I think. I could be wrong. But that's the impression they gave, is that, hey, look, we're going to look at only Xbox exclusive games. And then, well, you know, there's going to be another presentation tomorrow. So tomorrow you might want to stick around, or, you know, tune in tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be for everybody. They're going to focus on indie developers, and you can kind of count No Man's Sky as an indie developer. I do. But it's a big game as well, so who knows if they count or not. But they're going to be making more announcements tomorrow. Today is Xbox really only, and so maybe they'll sneak in somebody. I don't know, but I think it's only going to be Xbox games. Starfield. Oh, I hope. Brendan Folk. Starfield would be the thing. And that's right up the alley right now. I mean, it's not coming out till next year, but I would love to see some Starfield stuff. I would love that. Yeah, no Man's Sky today. Well, I'm off then. Hey, you know what? I get it, and I appreciate anybody who's coming in. I know you're joking, people. But I understand people want to do No Man's Sky, and maybe we get a sneaky announcement. We don't know. I'm gonna bet that we won't, but there's like a 10% chance. I'm gonna give it a 10% chance that we see some No Man's Sky related thing, whether that's a trailer. Maybe we get like a Beyond update trailer, you know, because in the Beyond update, they literally just did the red flash like we just got for Frontiers, and then they did like a 12-second like little tiny flash of gameplay. And so maybe we get something like that. I don't know. I have no idea, you guys. No idea. Oh, I'm not going to be able to pronounce your name at all. El Aguela. Aguelda? I'm so bad at it. I apologize. I'm a big fan. Greetings from Spain. Well, thank you so much, man. 16% chance. Yes, people plum. It might be a 16% chance. Oh. Captain CISO could be today or tomorrow. Could be. If I had to put money on when we see an update, if we see one for No Man's Sky, my money would be on tomorrow. If I had to take a bet, my bet would be tomorrow. If we see anything today, it'll be tomorrow. Or if we see any update this week, it'll be on Wednesday. I'm willing to bet money on that. I don't think it'll be today. Missed the old look of No Man's Sky. It had that 70s sci-fi. Oh, Saeed. I wish. Dude, you know, everyone joked because I said it might be a visual update and we'll go back to the original, like, look of the game when it first launched. And people were like, well, they just did Prisms was a visual update and Origins was a visual update. Maybe they were using that to test out, you know, how far they could push it. Maybe. I don't know. Not the update, just a trailer or box art. Maybe, Captain Steve. Do you think they're going to make a new box for this one? Do you think it'll be a big enough update to warrant a box? Because they did it they had the original box art, then they had the next update. That was in 2018, I believe. Next, they had that box art, and then when Beyond came out, that was a big enough update to make it a brand new box. So do you think we're gonna get a Frontiers new box? That would be pretty good. It will release on 16/16/16. So that would be what? 4 p.m. 4:16 p.m. on September 16th. No Man's Sky Retro? That would be really good. I would like a No Man's Sky Retro. Or vanilla, or a No Man's Sky, Old Man Sky. You can make it Old Man Sky, an Old Man Sky instead of a new No Man's Sky. It's an Old Man Sky, and it's the original game, like the original visual aesthetics and all of that. That would be really cool. Oh, I think it might be starting. Let me see it. The screen flashed a little bit. Oh, it is. Oh, we have a new thing. Okay. I'm not going to submit you to that, you guys. There is a new... Whenever you do a premiere, like all these videos that you're going to see, they're pre-recorded ahead of time, and then they're making them a live premiere. But the premieres always have this, like, intro for, like, 2 minutes anyway to get everyone ready to go. So 2 minutes until the video, the stream for Xbox goes live. I can show you guys if you guys want to see. So there we go. Boom. Let me make that big. So it's 2 minutes, and it's a very terrible sound. If you want to hear it, here, let me torture you guys just a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, 1 minute. 1 minute. So we're gonna let that one slide. I don't know why they always use the same music. They always use the same countdown timer thing, and I get it. You know, if you're streaming to YouTube, you know that whenever you do a live event, it takes a couple minutes for everyone to come in, and so that's in general why people will do like an intro. That gives people time to get notified by YouTube. Sounds like a bad ringtone. Yes, that sounds like it's on Nokia. It's a Nokia ringtone from 2003. That's what it sounds like. If you had one of those cool, like, not a flip phone, a slider phone. You had a slider phone. It was cool back then. A slider phone with a ringtone. This is what the ringtone would be. Yeah. 10 seconds. And you guys let me know if the volume is bad or good or whatever. If it's too loud, let me know. If I'm too loud, let me know, you guys. But we're about to get into this. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, US and Canada. Oh, they're doing all the ratings everywhere. Okay. We might get some Japanese games, maybe. Of course, Microsoft Flight Simulator first. Let me make sure my... Oh, they only go up to 1080p. Okay. Never mind. Okay. That's how it is, I guess. Xbox. Yeah. It's louder than you. Okay, I might need to turn it down a little bit.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Gamescom 2021 Xbox stream.
We've got so many great game updates to share with you today. We're talking Age of Empires 4, Psychonauts 2, and my personal favorite, Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Later on, we'll take an extended look at Forza Horizon 5. There's so much going into this, and Playground Games' vision of Mexico is muy bonito.
And we'll be getting our first look at the cover car for the game, Paris. I got $5 on it being one of those electric scooters that you see piled up on the sidewalk.
Will Kate win $5? I guess we're about to find out.
Yes, indeed. Our Xbox Players team will also chat with devs and deep dive into current and upcoming games all week on twitch.tv/Xbox.
Okay.
Let's get started with Techland and their upcoming zombie parkour
Dying
sequel,
Light.
Dying Light 2 Stay Human.
Okay, guys. Dying Light starts it off. Let's see what's going on here. Stay human.
Hello, I am Timon Smektawa, Dying Light 2 lead game designer. And this is David Lubryka, animation director. Hi. We can't wait until December 7th to finally give you Dying Light 2 Stay Human, the game we have been working on really hard for the last few years.
We're hoping the gameplay video you're about to watch will give you a foretaste of parkour and combat systems waiting for you in the game.
And we are just about to enter the city, fighting our way through its brutal and dangerous streets. Though, as you will see in a moment, there are plenty of things you can use to your advantage. So watch closely, look for special combat and parkour moves, and check out how with just a bit of creativity you can combine the two. Ready? Let's go.
Eating chips, sorry.
Sometimes
bugles.
I wonder what this city looked like before all
No.
this.
Unidentified chip. Unidentified chip.
Probably like many others. People had their ambitions, plans, lives. Now it's all gone. The virus started it, but it was the people who made
I like the
world
orange
the way it is.
tint.
This city, Villador. They tell me they had a vision. They had hope. But But soon, one vision broke into many different ones.
Oh. Whoa, okay.
Instead of fighting together, people stood against each other. War broke out.
Was it a little bird met a broken leg?
Hope died.
Hope died. Oh, it looks good. I don't know if you guys played the first Dying Light, but it was fun. And this looks just like it.
Each time we
It looks so good.
we absorb their strength.
Look at this.
I can't let that happen.
Oh!
At least
You got a rappel line?
I need the secrets the city holds.
Fuck.
This is coming out in December, you guys. I can't wait.
I
Oh.
have to pick a side.
The Bazaar needs good people. You're doing great so far.
How does this look better than Far Cry 6, you guys? That's what I want to know. Far Cry 6
have
is...
to make a difference.
I don't know what's going on, Ubisoft.
Let's check and see.
What? Ooh.
They say that great change is a series of small gestures.
Yeah. That's right,
How about
exploring
this
life.
series?
Not all of them are going to be Xbox exclusive, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. We might see some really unexpected stuff today. No Man's Sky, maybe. Fingers crossed. Go!
Is all hope really gone? We'll see about that.
We'll see
Well,
about
that
that.
was an exciting trip, wasn't it, Timon? Did you notice those bandits
So
in
bad.
medieval-like armor passing by skyscrapers, banks, and large billboards? That's what we call a modern Dark Ages.
And it's a very unique design, one very important for the plot of Dying Light 2. But there's another thing that stood out to me, all those parkour moves that you and your team has put so much effort into.
Well, all you need is a few thousand of animations, cooperation with professional tracers, mock-up sessions, and invaluable help from David Bell, whose face and moves player will see in the game, by the way.
No, yes, right.
Okay.
And we've got twice the number of parkour moves compared to the first game, and we are showing some of them in this trailer. The vault kicks being the most important to me personally. It brings a whole new fighting style into the game. The player can stagger an enemy and use them to perform further attacks, for example by rebounding from their bodies, jumping of them onto other foes, and so on.
I think we captured the movement really
Very
well
slick.
and made it quite simple for the players to perform. I can't wait for them to try it out and tell for themselves how much they loved it.
It's definitely going to be useful. The city's buildings are higher than anything we have done before, improving its verticality. Players will need to find a way to reach those tall skyscrapers and other challenging spots
Brendan
too.
Folk,
Then it's good
3
we scattered
years.
some helpers
3
around,
years.
like a paraglider, which can support players in both parkouring and combat.
Exactly, and it's gonna do great, especially in fights against humans, which are more frequent and important than in Dying Light 1. It's been over 20 years since the events from the first game, so people adjusted. They are much bolder now, at least during the day.
And they are more vicious
20
too.
years.
And I think that's a great summary of this discussion. Pre-order Dying Light 2 and explore its vast, complex world on December 7th. Thanks, David.
Thank you.
I'm jealous of these guys' beards. I mean, they got some really good beards going on. I need to get my beard game up. After Cyberpunk, I won't be
For the
pre-ordering
first
any
time
games.
in the storied
Yeah.
history of the franchise, Microsoft Flight Simulator launched on a home console with the release on Xbox Series X and S last month. Reviewers and gamers alike were blown away by how well the stunning visuals and the depth of the simulation translated to the console, and that's why I'm extremely honored to welcome the head of Microsoft Flight Simulator, York Newman, to the stream. York,
Okay.
thank you for being here. The last time we met was at the Xbox Game Showcase, and it was getting ready to come out on consoles. How did that go?
It went great.
Kadena!
As you said, the reaction
Hey,
to
Kadena.
the Xbox console launch was really just amazing.
Look at this guy with
both
his
from
flight
Xbox
suit going
gamers
on.
And from the press, they've been
Those
so
cool little
gracious with their
patches.
feedback. I don't know if you know, but Flight Simulator is one of the highest rated games on Xbox this year, which I think is just great validation that the translation of the simulation to the console has really worked well. Our usage numbers are through the roof. We are absolutely shattering franchise records, and I can tell you, there have never been more people playing Flight Simulator than right now. So it's an awesome time.
That is awesome. Congratulations on the launch, really. But
no, come on.
All right.
I want to go to the danger zone. So what's going on with Top Gun?
Danger
There's so
zone.
much
Okay.
going on, Paris.
I like it.
So
I
you
like
and I
it.
talked about Top Gun Maverick earlier. The fans are super excited. They saw the FA-18. They can't wait to start flying. And as you know, it comes out later this year as free DLC alongside the movie. But as the movie is still under wraps, so are we. So I can still not tell you that much about it.
Can't say anything.
But there's so much else going on, even before Maverick. So we are continuing to do our monthly big releases that we've been doing for a long time. And next month, on September 7th, we are launching World Update 6. And this World Update...
Sword in here. Hey,
At the
Sword!
beginning of the show, if you remember, there was a little red plane flying into Cologne. When
Must
we
be
did that,
German,
because World Update 6 updates that region, the region of Gamescom. So Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. And what that means to us is we have new aerial and satellite images. We have a new elevation map that helps us with the mountains. So the Alps actually look awesome now. We have new 3D cities like Frankfurt and Wuppertal in Germany. We have Basel in Switzerland. We have Vienna and Graz in Austria, and those cities look just amazing. They have like 7 centimeters resolution, and it's awesome. But we want to celebrate the entire region, so we picked 100 of the most scenic places, the most famous landmarks, and we call those POIs, and we sort of
I'm glad you can join us, Kadena. You're back online.
And we also added airports. We did Lübeck.
I love it.
And Stuttgart in Germany, and Klagenfurt in Austria, and St. Gallen in
Definitely German guy.
And what it ties it all together is missions. We're having new discovery flights. We have new landing challenges, and we have new sort of tours of the country. So they fly you around all the awesome-looking places and really celebrate the beauty of this region of Earth. And this is a celebration of DACH, of Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. I'm so happy to be able to announce the date here at Gamescom.
Hit the like button.
You know, that is really incredible, all the different regions and everything that you're going to have in the game, and the way that you're going to be able to actually highlight those.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
Takes his aviators
for
off.
us, it's actually not just the region and the visuals. We talked a lot when you study aviation, you love aviation like we do. You actually realize that a lot of regions of Earth have a very special relationship with flying, with aviation. Sometimes it's, the first experiments with aircraft, or a famous pilot, or a feat of aviation, or like a local manufacturer. So we thought to ourselves, why do we not use these world updates to celebrate the planes? So we are announcing a new series. We call them Local Legends. And think about that as planes that are locally well known, like in that region, but outside in the world, not so much. But why not use the world updates to highlight this?
I hope,
awesome
Sword.
machines to a worldwide audience. So for World Update 6, we picked a German plane from the 1930s. It's called Junkers U-52. In Germany, it's lovingly named Tante U, so Aunt U. And we think of us as sort of a digital preservation.
Sexy,
so we
Kadena.
really want to get these planes to an extreme level of detail. We're going out of our way to really go deep. So we're doing a full scan. We take full scans of the outside and the inside, as detailed as 1 millimeter, which is as good as you can really do this. And then we're working for the Junkers, we work with Bernd Junkers, who is the grandson of the original creator of the plane, Hugo Junkers. And he's helping us. He had a ton of insight and materials. Then we worked with an organization that is preserving one of the last surviving examples of the Junkers. So they let us scan and take photographs. And then we were lucky to find a pilot that actually flew one of those planes while it was still flying in the real world. And he lets us know, like, is the cockpit right and the sounds right? Does it feel right in the air? So we're having a blast working with these experts to really to celebrate this plane.
Thank you, Neon. Thank you, Neon.
So this is almost like you're creating like a digital museum for aviation inside Microsoft.
I get it, Kadena.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically that.
I will tell my wife.
Flyable planes. So we're working with 40 museums around the world. And it's honestly one of the funnest parts of the job. You end up working with these curators of planes. These are their babies. And they sort of see the tooth of time in the real world sort of nagging on their remaining planes. And they're so happy when we come in with our scanning equipment and we're basically capturing their planes. And they know that we can digitally preserve them in perpetuity. And we're actually giving those scans back to the museum so they can do something with it. And it's a great collaboration.
Rudu,
and we're actually not just
idea,
looking
but
back in the
maybe.
history of aviation, we're also looking towards the future. So I have another announcement.
I don't want to
We
be
are
too
working
thin,
with a fascinating
doing too
German
much.
company called Volocopter.
Yeah.
And they're making an eVTOL air taxi for urban traffic. So they have a vision of the future, how these drone-type machines basically connect people in large cities. We're working directly with the engineering team to make sure that we are capturing their plane and their aircraft perfectly in the flight simulator.
The aircraft.
That's coming out in November.
I mean, you weren't kidding when you're saying that there's a lot
Nothing
going
yet,
on
Black Star,
inside
nothing
Microsoft
yet.
Flight Simulator. Is there anything else you want to share?
Yeah, there's one more thing.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to announce that we've partnered with RARA.
Thank you, Kadena. I know. I'm just joking with you, Kadena. I'm just joking.
The Steel National
I appreciate it.
Championship Air Race. And we're bringing this to Flight Simulator. So this is the fastest motorsport. This is right down your alley. It's the fastest motorsport on Earth. And I actually brought you a little trailer to look at.
So race, speed.
All right, danger zone.
We're going to the danger zone, baby. Let's go ahead and show that.
Okay. I want a gameplay trailer. Oh, I wish. Real-time 4K, but the stream is in 1080p. Thank you for getting 4K visuals for 1080p. Come on. Only played the PlayStation 1, Shattered Sky or Squadron. Okay. Yeah, that was it? That was quick. Play it day one on PC and console.
You know I like going fast, and you know I love being in the danger zone. When is this coming out?
Man, these planes, they fly 500 miles, faster than 500 miles an hour, 50 to 250 feet above the ground. So you are definitely going to be in the danger zone. I mean, without going into too much detail, this Reno Air Race is actually the largest expansion we have since we launched on Flight Simulator. It's not just because we scanned all the famous race planes of the world. There's lots of them. This is also the first time when you can basically race against your friends and pilots across the planet. And
I don't think so, Saeed.
Competitive multiplayer.
I don't think so. Just because
Flight Simulator.
They like the open world endedness of it, so I don't think they will.
When is it coming out? This is coming out this fall, so it's right around the corner.
Oh, that is fantastic. And you know I have
Curtis,
the need for speed.
Thank you for
so
the $10 super chat. Thank you for keeping us entertained and engaged. Well, thank you for watching.
Man, we got you covered.
And thank you for hitting that like button. But thank you.
If going fast on the ground is more your speed,
07.
keep an eye out for an extended look at Forza Horizon 5 later on in the stream. We'll also talk with Wasteland 3's game director about the game's next big DLC. But first, if you're an Xbox Game Pass subscriber, we have some great news for you.
Xbox Game Pass. I have it because it's useful even if you're on PC.
Here I come.
Okay. Indies, okay.
Build a weapon.
Archvale.
Blows the world away. Build a rocket that'll come and
Next Space Rebels, okay. Oh, like Kerbal Space Program.
gonna come back.
Midnight Fight. Express, okay. Look at that. That looks cool. Dodgeball Academy. I love it. Bushiden. Oh. Oh. I'm liking that. Flynn. Oh, is Grandy in here? Yes! Gift trolled me so hard. Signalis. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Okay. Perfect. These games look pretty good. And these are all coming day one with Game Pass. Game Pass is worth the price just because you get the games. It's like Netflix for games.
Yep, somehow they did it. They added even more games to Game Pass. But let's talk about what's coming up. We're talking Age of Empires 4, the game's creative director, and we're going to see what's next for Sea of Thieves. But now, we've got a new roguelike retro shooter that, in grand retro fashion, sends you plundering through shifting dungeons to defeat a mysterious eldritch terror. Let's dive into the pit.
Into the pit. And Game Pass is worth it. If you have an Xbox and a PC, doubly worth it. You don't have to buy a game on Steam. You can just get it on Xbox Game Pass and play it on your PC if you wanted to. That's what I do. That's why I have Game Pass. I play a lot of my games on PC. Oh, like Psychonauts. That's coming out tomorrow. I'm playing Psychonauts on PC through Game Pass. Wow, okay. Sea of Thieves is something I always wanted to play, but I didn't get any friends to play with. Yeah, you have to have friends to play Sea of Thieves. Well, you don't have to, but it makes it way better if you do. Okay. Pit Guardian Vanquished. Oh, yes. Got to do the horns. Coming October 19th, okay. Game Pass works on Android phones as well. Yes, you can stream it to your phone. Play it day one on PC and console.
Well, I am here with creative director of World's Edge, Adam Eisgreen. And Adam, I'm so excited to talk Age 4, of course, because you've brought something a little different and very special today.
Yeah, I have. So, so far we've been showing everyone kind of what Age looks like from in the game, when you're playing it. You've gotten to see a lot of footage of that. And we've also shown a little bit of our campaigns, right? Through when we unveiled the 100 Years War and showed Joan of Arc. But we have yet another way in Age of Empires 4 that we're kind of bringing history to life that we haven't talked about yet.
See, you do this to me. You put me in suspense. I want to know more, so let's go with it. Let's hear more.
Okay, wait, you get one more.
Let's hear more.
Okay, that's enough.
Oh,
so,
that's terrible.
What we brought today is
he knows
we have
it
these
was.
wonderful little videos that we've created that are interspersed amongst the campaign, and they're about 3 to 5 minutes each. And we have over an hour of them total, and they're called Hands-on Histories. And what they are is a great way to deep dive.
See you later, Bob.
Fun subjects.
I'm glad I could distract you for a little while.
Representing and just from medieval history.
Excellent. Well, I hear you've actually brought one of those segments that you're going to share here for the very first time.
Yes, I have. We are going to show you the segment on one of the most popular units from Age of Empires franchise and a fan favorite, the Trebuchet.
Excellent. Well, this
No Man's Sky yet. Nothing on No Man's Sky. Nothing on No Man's Sky yet. Hit that like button, but nothing yet.
Was the king of all siege engines.
Did they really fire one?
Capable of smashing down castle walls from great distances. At Warwick Castle in England, they've built a replica, one of the largest in the world. Originating in 7th century China, by the 13th century, trebuchets had evolved into devastatingly powerful weapons.
Bobby is still here.
Design, but so effective.
It has several key features. A pivoted arm.
This is all them just firing a trebuchet, really?
To hold
a catapult?
projectile at the other. To prime, the 6-ton weight is raised using tread wheels.
So this is one of the wheels. One of
They're gonna fire her?
Attached to an axle, which would lift the counterweight, weighing 6 tons. It's based on muscle power alone.
Oh, you gotta walk it up. Oh my God.
About launching a projectile as far as possible is making sure that this end of the arm is moving as fast as possible. So once that weight drops, it really sends this point of the arm moving at its highest velocity.
This was done by positioning the pivot close to the counterweight and by launching the projectile from a sling. When released, the sling whips round, vastly increasing the launch speed. Trebuchets were carefully aimed, like modern guns.
In order to weaken the castle walls or even breach them, you had to make sure that the projectiles hit the same spot every single time.
For each projectile to follow the same trajectory, they all had to be the same weight and shape. To achieve this, masons used a gauge.
Now I'm going to load this projectile into the sling.
That is a big old
Weigh
rock.
about 25 kilograms, but some projectiles can get up to 150 kilograms. That's the weight of 2 men.
I was gonna say, that's not 25. She was lifting 50 pounds? No.
To throw burning tar,
not that easy.
Beehives, even dead bodies.
I can barely, well, maybe I'm weak. I'm a weak man, obviously. 50 pounds is heavy. Look at that thing.
Hear that whoosh?
Dude.
It was the counterweight trebuchet's lethal combination of power and accuracy.
Shizzle physics, that looks real.
Ultimate medieval siege weapon.
The graphics in this game are insane. Look at those graphics, you guys. No men's frustration. I don't think we're gonna get it, but maybe.
You know I'm gonna say trebuchet.
Not today.
I don't care,
anyway.
that is awesome and remarkably unique, something you don't see in games very often.
Yeah, so, you know, one of the things when we were looking at what we were going to do with Age of Empires 4, there's a phrase I'm really fond of, which is history is only as interesting as the people who taught it to you. And you could say that about any subject, really, right? But I think the great thing is when you have someone that's so enthusiastic and passionate about history, it really comes across. And we wanted to be that kind of teacher for history.
I hope, Chris Daniels,
and,
I hope.
There's a phrase called humanized history that I use to kind of describe what we tried to do, which is we tried to like connect past and present. And you can see that kind of in our briefings as well, where we've got like real stuff with like CG kind of overlaid to show you the history. And so for these, we really wanted to do that same thing. So ourselves and Relic partnered with this amazing group in the UK
more than likely tomorrow,
called Lion TV, and they've done production on an amazing amount of shows and documentaries for the BBC and won every award you can imagine for media. And they travel to all of these locations and all these different countries
58 pounds
to meet
easily?
with these subject matter experts and get all of this great footage on how things really
rock
worked
it, honey.
and how things were made. And it's been delightful to kind of go through that process and, you know, get all these and finally start showing them to everyone.
I lift up my dog and he's about 95 pounds, but that's like a good lift.
Of these hands-on history segments. Anything else that you can tell us fans about what we can expect, looking forward to? Any favorites you got coming up?
Oh, well, favorites. Oh, man. Well, I think my personal favorite is one called Medieval Surgery.
And, this is a fake shirt jacket.
Show and what we might talk about in that one.
It looks so thin. It's not a jacket. There's no hoodie.
That they go all over the place. So, you know, we've got ones
It looks like a shirt with buttons on the front and a little hoodie.
How they kept
a hood on the
flaming
back.
arrows from not going out when she shot them. And but we've also got all of these ones on, you know, like illuminated history and falconing and, you know, like horse taming, armor creation, and there's even one on Mongolian instrumentation, which is really cool because those instruments, we actually use them in the soundtrack for the Mongols when you're playing as them in the campaign in the game.
I mean, I just love the behemoth amount of history that you guys... Age of Empires, always known for bringing history alive in a completely different way. And I also love to mention this to people that you and the team do so much research. And it's so great to see this approach being used in a hands-on history kind of segment. But, I mean, what was that approach like to sort of, you know, sell going forward, especially since it's such a unique in-game experience?
Well, the cool thing was it was there from day one. It was one of the things I really wanted to do was try to tell these stories in a different way. But I'll tell you, like, full disclosure, it's been insanely nerve-wracking because we're trying something completely different that no one's ever done before in a game, right? We're like
units received.
We're a game, but we're teaching you things. We're having fun, and finding that middle ground has been really challenging. And
I think that's what they call peacocking.
We've shown the campaigns or we've shown these hands-on histories. I've been
not
like,
for me,
God,
not my taste.
It's gonna work, like. People are going to like this, and the great thing is so far, everyone that's really experienced the entire thing put together, I've just been like, wow, this is great, and it's so different and kind of cool and refreshing.
It is, it's a shirt.
So,
it's a T-shirt
so far, so good, right?
With 3 buttons on the front.
It's been a journey, you know, to get all this done and put the whole game together.
Well, I love that you mentioned
it's not a hoodie. It's not thick enough. Not thick enough.
The end of this development journey for Age 4. Talk to me about where people can find and learn more about Age of Empires 4. I know they're all chomping at the bit.
Oh, well, you know, October 28th, we are launching the game. You can go to ageofempires.com to learn more about the title. And if you're really, really excited, right now you can go onto the Microsoft Store or Steam, pre-order the game right now. And of course, we will be there day one, Xbox Game Pass for PC as well. So anyone that's on that can just grab the game and start playing. But
yes, I believe you are a part of something very special.
Yes, so Gamescom opening night live.
Yes.
11 a.m. Pacific time. There might be something Age of Empires related in there, so if you're a fan, you probably should tune in.
Oh, a bit of a tease from Mr. Ice Green.
Oh,
and
they're doing more Age of Empires tomorrow.
Thank you so much for joining us here.
Always a pleasure, Kate.
Always a pleasure. Age of Empires 4 looks fantastic, so I cannot wait. October 28th, neither should you. Now, we have tons coming up here today, including a new update for State of Decay 2 and an extended look at Forza Horizon 5 with our friends at Playground Games. But now, let's catch up with Paris, who's gone from flying the skies in Microsoft Flight Sim to a different kind of cloud.
That's right, Kate. Xbox Cloud Gaming is already available on Windows PCs, mobile phones, and tablets.
Yeah.
And now,
Phones.
it's coming to Xbox consoles. The future with cloud gaming sounds bright. No waiting to install, no running out of hard drive space, no waiting to patch, and no buying a new console just to play with your friends.
Have you guys done this?
The vision of cloud gaming
Let me know.
bring people together without barriers.
So when I think about cloud and when I think about gaming,
has anyone tried this on their phone?
Really show you the
Let me know
where you
in
can
the chat. Let me know.
and you could play it anywhere and you could do it quickly.
It doesn't seem like it would work very well. So let me know, guys. Let me know if you guys played it on your phone and if it worked. Like,
cloud gaming is phenomenal.
The delay would kill me.
I mean, that's pretty awesome.
This actually looks so good.
I would be afraid of the delay
and you
if you're
want
streaming.
To keep the ones that you know you love on your hard drive. Xbox Cloud Gaming is about being able to discover the new ones right away. It's super exciting that for our Game Pass Ultimate members, they will get to experience Xbox Cloud Gaming on whatever console they have.
Cloud gaming is really about looking at how people play differently. I know me in particular, sometimes I just have 20 minutes.
Input lag, yes, exactly.
It should be as easy as finding the game that you look for on your console and just jumping right in.
We're targeting 1080p at 60 frames per second.
What's crazy about this is like the latency. This is the kind of stuff you need with cloud gaming.
Oh, 60 frames?
I don't believe it.
Very smooth.
I don't believe it.
The process itself to get into cloud gaming feels like you're playing on console, right? You go, you find the game you want, you press play.
It's so easy nowadays. You can pick up any device and pretty much play any Xbox game on Game Pass.
I don't believe it.
If my friends have titles that I don't have yet, I can just wait for them to send me an invite. It makes content just so much more accessible.
I really love the flexibility. It's awesome.
Everything that Xbox is doing right now is just getting rid of the limits of having to be on a specific platform or a specific console. Play on PC and mobile, and now on Gen 8.
Yeah, Gen 8 consoles can play Gen 9 content. Isn't that so cool?
With cloud gaming, we have the ability, because you are connecting to consoles that are in our data centers, to allow the Gen 8 customers, the Xbox One customers, to play games that their hardware wouldn't have been able to play without it.
There's so much opportunity when
I don't
it comes
believe.
to thinking about how we can make content more readily available and let people play where they want to. Sign me up. I'm ready for cloud gaming right now. Let's do it. When's the release date? When does it release?
Notice that they didn't do any fighters, no first-person shooters. They weren't showing off anything that you need really quick fingers for. Because that input lag, I'm telling you, if you're playing like No Man's Sky is probably okay.
August 9th saw the release of the free optimized update for Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice on the Xbox Series S and X. With beautiful and rich visuals, thanks to the addition of ray tracing and improved materials alongside performance updates, this is the perfect opportunity to relive Senua's journey or experience it for the first time. And if you haven't played this, do yourself a favor, grab a pair of headphones and immerse yourself into this world.
Agreed. Speaking of unique experiences on Game Pass, the Xbox Plays team will be taking a look at some ID at Xbox titles over the next few days, including 12 Minutes and The Big Con.
They're also talking with developers
12
from
minutes.
Halo, the Master Chief Collection, Forza Horizon 5, and Destiny 2. So join the live Q&A to get your burning questions answered. You can catch all of those streams on twitch.tv/Xbox.
Speaking of Forza Horizon 5, don't forget our friends at Playground Games will give us an extended look at their monument to motoring in Mexico later on.
That includes never-before-seen areas of the game map, plus cars that have never been in the Forza franchise before. I've loved everything I've seen of Forza Horizon 5 so far, and I can't wait. Now, Kate, there's more games to check out, right?
Well, right you are, Paris. Let's talk Wasteland 3. Their newest DLC introduces us to a new cult. The Cult of the Holy Detonation.
Sword, exactly. If you don't have like super duper fiber internet, I'm sure streaming is terrible.
Deep within Cheyenne Mountain, we've changed.
I live in Colorado, so all these names are good. Cheyenne Mountain.
See before you, set on a righteous path.
I need to play some Wasteland. Have you guys played Wasteland 3? Is it good?
Should be shared with
it looks fun. It looks cool. 90s want that jacket back.
Yeah. May the light of the holy detonation purify.
It looks good.
Rangers.
You can own your own streaming through Steam or Parsec. Game streaming actually very good. You don't need fast internet, but you need stable internet. Yeah, I might try it. I've never tried it because I'm afraid of that input lag.
With new patches, bug fixes, and added features, like a fine wine, Wasteland 3 just gets better with age. To really savor the game's bouquet, we're talking with inXile game director David Rogers. David, thank you for joining us.
I'm super stoked to be here. Thanks.
So in the trailer, we saw that the DLC is coming out
on October 5th. What do I do with my hands?
You know, inXile Wasteland 3, you guys have been working on this for a very long time. So can you kind of talk about that journey?
Yeah, our dev team has been working nonstop, full tilt, trying to make Wasteland 3 the best version of itself it could be. Over the past year since it's released, we've added features, we've balanced, we've listened to the community, we've fixed bugs, added stability.
I want some Fable
I really
too.
think that the
Fable
version that we
as
have
well
now is the absolute best version of the game, and if you've never played it before, now's an awesome time to jump in.
Well, congratulations on everything that you've been doing with Wasteland 3. Now, this DLC is called The Cult of the Holy Detonation. Now, talk about that a little bit. Tell me what's going to go into this DLC. What should we be excited about?
Right, so you've heard of Cheyenne Mountain, right?
Yes.
For those who haven't, Cheyenne Mountain is this top secret military complex buried deep in the heart of Cheyenne Mountain in the middle of Colorado. It's designed to outlast a nuclear winter. So when you hit level 16, an old friend calls you and says, hey, I need your help securing this secret military base and all the secrets within. And as soon as you get there, you find two warring cults battling over supremacy, trying to take control of the Holy Detonation, which is this pre-war science experiment that they worship as a god. And, you know, these cultists are insane, they're mutated, they've gone totally mad, and all they want to do is share the holy radiation with you and your entire ranger team. How generous.
Yeah, that sounds a lot cooler than some of the cults I may have joined in the past, but this is typical Wasteland fashion. We're really going to be able to get
it's not a good joke.
Right. So you and your ranger team insert yourself right smack dab in the middle of their holy war, which, you know, what could go wrong? And this is a Wasteland game, so you decide everything. Choice and consequence is our bread and butter. And so you decide who lives, who dies, who gets screwed over, who takes charge. You're deciding the fate of the cults, the Holy Detonation, Cheyenne Mountain, and ultimately all of Colorado. This is really your game to craft and mold.
That's awesome. So the last expansion was the Battle of Steeltown, right? You had giant robots and things like that. So, you know, what are you going to do to actually top something like that from the last expansion?
Right. So we wanted like returning players to find something that they could never find in another version or like in previous versions of Wasteland 3.
Probably wasn't a joke.
And so
that's even worse,
we built
Chili.
this as a Wasteland-style dungeon crawl. And in there, you find this awesome mix of mystery, exploration. You're meeting these crazy cultists who have been locked in this like pre-war time
would be
capsule,
amazing.
and some of the raddest boss battles we have ever been able to build in a Wasteland game.
That's awesome. I want to get back to the crazy cultists, but talk to me about these big boss battles. I want to hear more about that.
Right. So we took the best parts of Wasteland combat and we breathed new life into it with objective-based combat, which are basically super rad boss battles. It's no longer you're like
going
huddling
AFK,
in a corner,
be
throwing
back later.
down turrets,
Okay,
just
Beeble.
going on
Okay,
murderous
Beeble.
rampages. It's not about killing, it's about getting the job done. And so
Wish I
now
could join you. I haven't
combat
played in
doesn't end
years.
until the mission is over. We send you on proper combat.
Oh, tabletop.
You're in there,
I wish,
breaking
Kadena.
into prisons, rescuing POWs.
You need to live in Colorado,
You're disrupting
Kadena.
these high-tech cultist rituals. You are splitting your fire team and coordinating like you never have had to before. Like everyone on your team has a job, and I really think this is going to take old players who know their Ranger team like the back of their hands, and it's going to make them scratch their head and really have to rethink how they go about combat and making it new, exciting, and challenging in a like mentally in a way we haven't been able to really do before with just straight up murder combat.
Now, Wasteland has a reputation for getting a little silly.
Right.
Yeah,
what are some of the weird characters we can expect in some of the story encounters we'll
I might play some Wasteland today.
Yeah, with Cult of the Holy Detonation, we really got to cut our devs loose and just let them be creative and fun and silly. Like Exile's modus operandi is if we're like brainstorming and something makes us laugh, we just put it in the game. That's just how we do it. And we pick up the pieces afterwards because we want to make something that entertains us, and then we know if we're having fun,
they
our fans
need
are gonna
chewy
have fun
bacon
along with us. And so we got to explore, like really letting you get deep into this like weird radiation cult and let you interact with them and talk with them and tell stories and like maybe even join them.
Yeah.
And so like for instance, one of the characters you meet, one of the first cultists you meet, is this slathering beast. He's got like claws and fangs and spikes jutting out. And he's drooling, but he's like the nicest guy in Cheyenne Mountain. Like you meet him and he's like, "Hey guys, you should like come in here and like soak up some of these rads. It'll be great." And he Sherpas you in and lets you meet the whole cult. And another one of my favorites is the Proteus. He's what you get if you took like 20 cultists and you like melted them into a big pile, kind of like I would do this with like a magnifying glass. I would like melt like army guys and like GI Joes into a big pile, and he's wet and sloppy and gross, and he's hard to understand, and he needs a translator supposedly.
I hope everything's working.
Like
I think my
and getting to build like
OBS
this
is kind of
totally
jacked
out
up.
there wild extreme character was a ton of fun to write for. It's a ton of fun to like explore like what makes this cult tick, and he's an absolute blast.
Okay,
Hell,
there we
even
go.
some
There
of
we
the
go.
weapons that you find in Cheyenne Mountain, they're devolved cultists.
Oh,
like,
fine.
there's
Okay,
one guy,
good.
And he
I'm looking
kind
over
of
at
devolves
OBS
into
and it's
this,
giving
like,
me a
vomiting
little
bagpipe
hiccups over
creature, and
here.
It has this real like kill me.
So if it's good for you
vibe
guys,
about
we're
him.
good.
But we get to play with these fun body horror themes that let us jackknife between sort of like dark and serious and like goofy and funny, which is a line that Wasteland really loves to ride. Like, you know, a lot of really important stuff is at stake, but you know, the Wasteland's a pretty bizarre place.
Cult of the Holy Detonation versus the Son of the Atom.
Wasteland 3 for a while. There's already expansions that are out there. But say I'm a new player. Say I'm watching this right now and I'm like, man, I want to get into Wasteland 3. What would you suggest for new players wanting to get into this?
Moonlighting, Kadena.
Like, Wasteland is like the best version of itself right now because of all the work we put into it over the past year. And so you can get the whole thing with the Colorado collection. That's the base game plus Cult of the Holy Detonation and Battle of Steeltown, all for a discount. Or if you have Game Pass, you already have Wasteland 3. Just download it and play it. And then you can get both expansions with the expansion pass.
That is awesome. Now,
there
to
you
kind
go.
of recap this a little bit, we've talked about, you know, spewing pus bags and these weird characters and the cults and
Captain
the boss
Steve,
battles.
yes.
All these really cool things that are going to be in Wasteland 3. But please remind everyone before we get out
Glow
of here,
sticks for
when
nipples.
can you pick up this DLC?
Yep.
Right, this Work of Passion, it comes out on October 5th.
Okay, not till October,
Awesome. So
Steve, not till October.
Cult of the Holy
Cult of the Holy Detonation.
Detonation coming October 5th. David, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Barish. Appreciate it.
All right. In the 3 years since its launch, Sea of Thieves has played host to some incredible crossovers, including unique ship sets inspired by games like Battletoads, State of Decay, Halo, and more.
Battletoads?
Today, we're excited to announce a brand new special event that will award players an all-new ship as a part of the latest wild crossover heading to Sea of Thieves. Better yet,
Pirates.
This event begins tomorrow. So get ready to make some mayhem, and let's get our first look at this very special ship.
Yeah. Ooh, that was pretty close. Special ship. You gotta wait a second. You gotta wait a beat before you go into there, because it could end up very bad. Special ship. This is not a oh, Borderlands. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Borderlands one. Okay. Did they do one for the Pirates of the Caribbean or the Caribbean?
Guten Tag, everyone. Really cool to be a part of this all-digital Gamescom event. And we were thinking, what's the best way to kind of celebrate Gamescom and to be a part of this as Sea of Thieves? And so we're really excited to reveal that we're bringing the Mayhem ship set that you've just seen, a really, really cool ship that's inspired by Borderlands, into Sea of Thieves, and we're giving all of our players a chance to earn it during kind of the Gamescom time period.
Okay.
So it's been really cool to work with the Borderlands team to bring this ship to life.
It looks tacky a little bit, but that's the point.
Part of this live event that we've cunningly titled Mayhem. You might notice the link. So you can probably guess the kind of activities that are involved. But if you head to Larina at any of the outposts in the Sea of Thieves world, she'll be able to fill you in on the details of what you need to go do to earn the ship set.
Okay.
So we hope everybody gets a chance to take part in this awesome time-limited event. So it starts today, and it runs through to September the 7th.
Toxic
so
Giggles, the Xbox Gamescom event. They're just showing off games for Xbox.
So, as always, I will see you on the seas.
And No Man's Sky can be a part of that. We don't know. We don't know what they're going to talk about. We know kind of, but not everything. And so I'm waiting. Maybe we'll get some No Man's Sky. Who knows? I'm betting we won't see No Man's Sky till tomorrow, though. Tomorrow's going to be No Man's Sky. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Play it day one on console and PC.
Hope. It's always been a dangerous world in Trumbull Valley.
State of Decay, okay.
But now, it's hope that brings us back together. It reunites old friends. It builds new bonds. And in the face of a growing threat, hope is the greatest weapon we have.
Okay. Got a lot of music going on here. So today is the chat? Yeah. Yeah. It starts with Xbox today. Tomorrow's going to be a lot more indies and a lot more bigger announcements. Like, the big thing we know ahead of time is that some kind of a Saints Row game is coming or being announced tomorrow. And so it's huge rumor, new Saints Row game. I can't wait. So it seems like the bigger announcements are going to be tomorrow, but Xbox is doing their version today. So we're getting a lot of Xbox news today.
Trumbull Valley.
Homecoming. Okay. Okay. Well, this ship doesn't actually help the fact that the Sea of Thieves is pretty broken.
Themselves, it seems everything old is new again in State of Decay 2. And we have a guest to walk us through this Undead update. Please join me in welcoming Undead Labs Director of Communications, Wanda Russell. Hello, Wanda. How are you?
Hello, I'm great. It's great to be here. Talk about the Homecoming update releasing on September 1st. We are very excited to get this into players'
That's
hands.
in like a week.
So let's
a week
talk
from
about
now.
the Homecoming update.
Okay.
Obviously, we are coming back to Trumbull Valley. We were there for Heartland, the update, back in 2019. Talk to me about the differences, and I'll sit right here and listen because you're adorable.
So Heartland is the story mode within the game, but it's a very linear, narrative-driven experience. You know, players
Saints Row?
can move their communities
Oh.
there. So that's all changed with the Trumbull Valley
Brendan?
map. It is the 5th core
It's probably
open
gonna be a
world map.
sequel.
It's fully remastered, and it expands into 2 territories that were completely inaccessible in Heartland. So players can return to Trumbull Valley with their communities, start new communities there, and really start exploring everything that the new map has to offer.
So then, would Homecoming be a sequel then to Heartland?
Yeah, exactly right. So the events in Heartland.
I haven't gotten into State of Decay.
Play out.
Do any of you play State of Decay? Is it good?
So we think of
Should I play
as the
it?
third part of our Trumbull saga that began with the original State of Decay game, continued into Heartland, and now we see what has happened since then and what storylines might be coming to a close. So there is a lot for players to discover, a lot of environmental storytelling to find, and you know, things have changed. So this isn't the Trumbull Valley that players might remember. So that's going to be exciting.
Interesting. Well, and anytime you expand something like Trumbull Valley, you just have to have a juggernaut of content, pun intended. Talk to me a little bit about what some of those things are that players can get in on here now in the expanded Trumbull Valley.
Yes, a ton of new content. In fact, we're doing something unique with the Trumbull Valley map. There are items there that you can only find on that map and nowhere else in the game, including 12 new hats and outfits, 10 new very cool weapons. We've got 6 new bases, 2 new achievements for achievement hunters. And on top of that, we are adding the game's 12th bounty pack. So that will be available from the bounty broker across all maps. And I have to say, they are some of the coolest weapons I have ever seen go into the game. I'm so excited for people to find them.
A juggernaut amount of content, and I don't care who sees that second ton of the day. That works out great. Well, let's talk about the State of Decay community, because it's absolutely an integral part to this entire franchise. And State of Decay being on Xbox Game Pass, how has that impacted the community?
Not my cup
how
of
has that impacted
tea.
the game? Talk to me about those.
It's been fantastic. And, you know, we have an amazing community. We love them so much.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, one of the reasons we're doing Trumbull Valley as a map is because it was one of the most requested features from the community, which also makes it very exciting for us to be able to say, we did it, you get it. And we have a major milestone that we're celebrating. State of Decay 2 has 10 million lifetime players.
10 million lifetime
And none of you guys like it? 10 million people and you guys don't like it?
Incredible, amazing news. Congratulations to you and the entire team at
Thank
Undead
you.
Labs, man. Fantastic work. Well, speaking of Xbox Game Pass, let's give me the deets one more time when it comes to the update.
So the update releases September 1st. It's a free update for all State of Decay 2 owners, and it's included with Xbox Game Pass. Happy homecoming.
Thank you.
Free
Wanda, very
update,
much.
okay.
My pleasure.
Now we move from Trumbull Valley to the Lost Valley of Akria. This mystical location trades zombies for ancient warrior clans, forgotten temples of long-dead god kings, and a healthy dose of hack and slash. All this awaits in Strayblade.
All right, Strayblade. Please tell me you can play as a cat. You have to be a cat if you are a stray, right? I like the look of this game. It's very Dark Souls looking. There's no stamina bar as far as I can tell, though. Oh, coming next year, okay. There is a cat! There is a cat! And a weird deer?
In Strayblade, you discover the mystical Lost Valley of Akria, a world which ranges from overgrown temple ruins to frozen caves and winding canyons. A game world that changes based on your victories and plenty of dudes to stab in blade-to-blade combat. If that weren't enough, you even get a fuzzy little pal to help you out. Between the epic fights and this small guy, there's clearly a lot going on here. So let's hear more from Point Blank Games about Strayblade.
I would say dear
Hello,
dog.
everybody. I'm Leonard Kausch, game director at Point Blank Games, and today I will show you Strayblade.
Okay.
Strayblade is an action RPG where you play a rogue adventurer who is exploring the ancient valley of Akria with his companion, a witty wolf named Boji. Unveil the history of the Forgotten Valley
Is he
after
a
the
cat?
powers of the 3 Akrian metals to restore balance to this war-torn land.
That.
I like it.
Is the how, as well as the why.
Combat and exploration are the 2 key elements of our game. Let's dive into the combat first. Our combat system merges strategic anticipation of enemy attacks with split-second blade-to-blade reactions. It is the high noon of skill-based melee weapon combat. To achieve that, we put our hearts into creating fluid, well-readable animations and epic cinematic finishers. You can choose from multiple weapon categories that can be combined to fit your playstyle.
Maybe more like Fable.
Now, let's take a look at the exploration. Akria's colorful world
It looks
ranges
good,
from
though.
overgrown city ruins to frozen caves and winding canyons. Together with your companion, explore the deepest corners of an ever-changing world, bristling with adventure. Every discovery holds treasure. Find rare materials, recipes, weapons, lore pieces, and beautiful places.
It looks
Change is part of
good.
your journey, where every victory impacts the world around you. When you die, time keeps moving forward. Enemies can't stay dead. New foes invade camps that you weakened, and when Boji revives you, only one thing is certain. The change you brought shapes what now awaits you. And of course, get ready for epic boss fights.
Okay. Fable and Dark Souls merged.
We hope you enjoyed the first look at Strayblade, which
That
will
looks
be out
good.
next year. And keep an eye on our social media channels for more information.
Oh, I have to sneeze. Thank you! Oh, of course! They stopped talking when I sneeze! What the heck was that about?
Next up, one of the most unique games finally comes to Xbox.
Yeah, unique. As in, my evil twin murdered 4 of my husbands because they secretly are in love with me. Unique.
Didn't tip you off, we're talking about Crusader Kings 3, the medieval grand strategy and role-playing game that has you trying to defend your royal line from those that would conquer your kingdom, and evil twins apparently.
Yeah. It's coming to Xbox as an adaptation, not a direct port, meaning that the UI and controls have been refined
I can sneeze louder
to bring
than
that
you.
grand strategy experience to a controller.
Not to mention bringing the grand strategy experience to my comfy living room couch.
We'll all be ruling from our throne room soon enough. Check out Crusader Kings 3 now, coming to Xbox consoles.
And bless you, thank you. And I moved away from the microphone so it wasn't that loud, Saeed. My Wi-Fi is breaking. It might be on my side too. I'm getting a warning over here.
We must never
OBS is acting like a
crimes
child.
committed against us. Your father sought his glorious revenge and failed.
No, should be okay.
He never understood that the greatest wars are won with weddings, not warriors. With daggers, not swords.
Yeah, I muted my mic. That way you heard it echo around the world into your house. That was my sneeze. Brain backfired.
The real game.
You have enough blessings now, Jason. If you sneeze again, we'll have to call an exorcist. Yes. And I thank you. Thank you all for the blessings. Thank you for the sneeze.
Real
I know, it's got a weird tinge in my nose.
Cunning.
Maybe some chip dust in my nose. Papa Sean, I have a feeling we're not going to see No Man's Sky today, but Saints Row tomorrow, No Man's Sky tomorrow, I'll take that. A double whammy. Saints Row and No Man's Sky? I love it. I hope that's tomorrow. Yeah, we might not. Maybe there'll be the last
Crusader
thing.
Kings 3 is wild. You really haven't lived until you've made an 8-year-old the King of England.
Well, it's nice to have hobbies. We've all gotten into some weird stuff this past year.
Weird like diving into people's brains and exploring their mental universes projected into a psychedelic 60s wonderland kind of weird?
Comes out tomorrow.
Exactly that kind of
Psychonauts
weird,
is tomorrow.
Which means I am so excited for Psychonauts to finally get a sequel. It has been so long.
There really is something special about Psychonauts, isn't it?
There really is indeed. Now, think about this. 2005, when Psychonauts originally came out, was a different time for gaming. Most of the biggest games that year, we're talking Resident Evil 4, Battlefield 2, Call of Duty 2. They were great games, for sure. But they were all big, beefy shooter games.
Meanwhile, Psychonauts had humor, whimsy, and surprisingly heartfelt moments. It was an oasis of color and humanity in an era when games were increasingly turning grimy, dark, and combative.
Not to mention having some deceptively deep character moments.
I love how they're
That's
bashing
why
everybody.
The original is considered a cult classic.
When they
It
have
has been
Rare,
a long
and
time
Rare
coming,
makes
and it is finally
Banjo-Kazooie?
here.
Come
Enjoy
on.
this long-awaited launch trailer for Psychonauts.
No. You have Banjo-Kazooie.
Well, this shouldn't take too long.
All right. I think it's great, man. Help Jason out and hit that like button. Yes, exactly. If you guys wouldn't mind, hit that like button for me. Help me out. If you wouldn't mind.
My name is Raz, and I'm the new intern. And today is my first day on the job.
Get ready, Rasputin.
Did you forget everything I taught you about levitation, Rasputin?
I'm not supposed to check out equipment
Okay.
to interns.
To interns.
What? Can't we just... No.
Art style is very reminiscent of like a Tim Burton art style. I like it.
And I've got eyes on me.
Very soon is not 2 weeks. I know. I know.
Oh boy.
I like how this is like a James Bond intro, like cinematic. I love it. I love it. Feels very 70s James Bond. I know. This is a Roger Moore James Bond right now.
Psychonauts underestimated Maligula's power.
Leave it to me.
Okay. Yeah. Comes out tomorrow, guys. Comes out tomorrow. So I know I'm going to be playing it. Would you guys like to see it on stream or just play it on your own? Because I know some people don't want to be like spoiled for the game. I love it.
Clear, I could not be more excited for Psychonauts 2 because I gotta be honest, me and that original game, we got some beef that needs settling. If you know, you know, the meat circus level, it is infamous, it is brutal, it is difficult to say the least. It's the final level of the original game that came out, and I cannot believe I'm doing the math on this one. 16 years ago, Tim Schafer and Lizette T-Tree Montgomery, I am definitely dating myself, but you all welcome from Double Fine Productions. Thank you so much for being here. Tim, can you believe it has been
Tim, you used to have a color in your beard.
Yeah, it feels like only yesterday, but it kind of was for Raz because the story picks up right where the first game left off. And even though it hasn't been a lot of years, it's a game that matters a lot to us. We really love it here at Double Fine, and we know there's a lot of fans. It meant a lot to them, and so we really want to be true to the spirit of the first game, which we were able to do because we brought back a lot of the same voice actors, and we also have a lot of people on the team here that worked on the first game, as well as bringing on a bunch of new people like Lisette.
Thank you. It was really important for us to carry the legacy
edit.
forward, especially the cool style of Wonk that is very prevalent in the first game.
Style of Wonk. Just put it on a shirt. I'm in there for it. Let's roll it back a bit. Of course, this can be a kind of a trippy
Nothing
idea
yet, Lone Star, nothing yet.
Psychonauts, they still jump into people's minds.
So
I'm
we're waiting
like
for
the first game,
No
right?
Man's Sky.
So if a Psychonaut sort of dove into my brain, it would be like a lot of Ted Lasso quotes and French Bulldog memes. Am I correct, Tim?
Yeah, that's what's fun about a Psychonauts game is that all the levels are different, just like every person is different based on their personality. If you could jump into someone's mind, what would it look like in there? What would be the color of the sky, and like who would the monsters be? And in Psychonauts, you get to do that because Raz has the power of astral projection. And when he goes in, he gets to fight those monsters and help people deal with their nightmares and wrestle with their inner demons. And so there's a ton of variety, and there's a lot of anything goes. We can go to any location, we can have any art style, and coming up with new levels for the second game was really fun to do.
Well, I loved it from the first game, certainly. Let's talk a little bit about how that kind of concept expresses itself in the game world. I mean, Psychonauts 2 has got it all over the place, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was really important for us to carry forward the unique brain worlds and unique
Nothing yet. Nothing on No Man's Sky yet, everyone.
Style as well. So we're really focused on how we could bring forward that style in Wonk and also bring in new levels and enemies.
Now, of course, it wouldn't be Psychonauts without new mental demons, and I'm sure it's happening in Psychonauts 2. What does this mean? Does it mean basically is that we're finally able to slap COVID anxiety in the face?
Well,
Thank you for that on the stream.
In your face, but you definitely get to slap some panic attacks. And COVID definitely caused a lot of those.
Oh, thank you.
In addition
YouTube
to panic
stream.
attacks, some of our old enemies have also come back. Our sensors are our favorites, and they're definitely here. And in addition to that, we also have
Favorite
our
censored,
doubts,
okay.
and some new enemies. There's our lovely
Attack
sensor.
thoughts that don't belong.
Also, some regrets, some flying regrets. There are a ranged enemy, and they definitely are challenging. Our doubts are our slow, sticky melee enemy.
An enabler.
You're also seeing our enabler here. He is our, it energizes our whole combat troop. So we have a whole
Nick
cast that you can
Dude,
battle
I hope you're talking about her. That chick.
Including the
smoking.
Which is
an electric storm of feelings.
The host of the show?
Now, for those who haven't
Not
played
much.
the original, available now on
That
Xbox
chick is
Game Pass,
smoking.
by the way. Wink. Tim, why is Raz so good at rummaging through brains?
Raz
Not a big fan of the blonde
he has
chick,
some very
though.
special skills. He has two whole sets of skills. One being the acrobatic skills he learned growing up in the circus. He can balance on tightropes, jump on trampolines, swing on trapezes, and that helps him navigate and get around to all kinds of interesting places. But he also has this other side to his personality, which is that he's a powerful psychic. So he can levitate objects. He can use telekinesis and pyrokinesis. He has these powers which people might recognize from
Captain
the first
Steve,
game,
it's
as well
definitely
as,
an
3 new
acquired
powers
taste.
for the second game. He
It
has
might not be
the
for
ability to mentally
everybody.
connect thoughts together, and
It's a weird Tim Burton kind of game.
Puzzles and to navigate.
And so if you like Tim Burton stuff, you'll probably like Psychonauts, but if you don't, then it's not your deal. It's not your thing.
Moving by changing people's perception of time. And he also has the power of projection, which allows him to pull an archetype, a personality
Units
out of
received?
his unconscious mind and bring it into
Are you talking
the world
about
that he's in.
this chick?
Like a companion in battle or in puzzle
Liking her
solving.
shirt.
But let's talk about the story for a second, because as the original
no,
Psychonauts,
you're talking
we saw
about
Raz
the host,
training
the
to be part
blonde
of an
chick,
organization,
okay.
And now perhaps he's part of a whole organization at this point. And are there other brain agents, other Psychonauts out there that maybe grew up in a completely different circus.
I'm just.
Yeah, we have a lot of new characters in this game.
We do. We have a lot of new characters in this game. As soon as Raz arrives on his headquarters, he immediately gets introduced to the interns. And the interns quickly tell him and show him how he fits into the organization.
The bottom.
They're right down at the bottom.
If it was first person in VR, you might get sick.
In summer camp. And much to his chagrin, his entire family, his entire embarrassing circus clothes wearing family comes to visit him in front of all his new friends. And so the interns find out that he's the awkward middle child of a circus family. Each one of them has their own quirks and foibles, and some of them are even psychic. And so a lot of their story gets told in this game, including their backstory and how it relates to the foundation of the Psychonauts themselves.
Well, I like that. And of course, as you might know already, I'm sold. But you, of course, already knew that. When can myself and the rest of the world exact some beefy, meaty revenge?
You can get back to the beef and play Psychonauts 2 on August 25th on Xbox Game Pass and PC.
That means they pre-recorded it. He didn't say tomorrow. He said August 25th because he doesn't know what day it is.
Extend a huge congratulations to everyone at Double Fine on the launch of Psychonauts 2.
They pre-recorded this like last week sometime.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and you can catch more of Tim Schafer and ask him those burning questions about the newest game in the fan favorite franchise in our Xbox Play stream tomorrow. But first, we're going from cleaning out mental cobwebs to cleaning up alien planets in this supremely satisfying 4K 60 trailer for The Gunk.
The Gunk. Okay. I don't know this one. Steam World. Oh, wait a minute. I know Steam World. But I don't know about The Gunk.
I'm pretty sure the ship's insurance won't cover alien storm damage. You have to be careful out there.
I'm liking it. Look at this.
The Gunk's eating everything here. This planet is literally a paradise when the Gunk's gone.
This looks good. Like a platformer puzzle game? Okay. Look at that.
Vex. Oh, please, Vex.
Imagine Inform Games. Thunderful. Okay. When? They don't say when? Oh, come on. Give me a day or at least a month. Give me a month. Give me a month. Dang it. Does that make sense to show an update, especially No Man's Sky? It could be a new game.
We have talked about so many incredible games today, and it's hard to pick a favorite, but let me just say, it is so cool that State of Decay 2 is expanding Trumbull Valley. Come on. And hey, you know what? Great job on that flight
yes.
Oh, thank
is it
you.
over?
I mean, talking to
nope,
Jorg
we have
is always
about
a blast.
20
And
minutes.
Flight
20
Sim is
minutes.
Such a special game to me because, I mean, it's literally letting me travel
Still
the
have
world.
Forza 5 to go through?
I was staring daggers of jealousy watching you talk to Tim and Lizette over at Double Fine.
Well, I will say this, I understand, but you got to play Psychonauts 2 already, so I don't even want to hear it.
That's true.
I
But
want
it's
to
not
talk to
the same
Lizette.
as talking to the creators. Just trust me when I tell you. Be excited for Psychonauts 2.
I will say this as well, I am excited to see even more of Psychonauts 2 on our Xbox Plays streams.
That's tomorrow.
Yes, don't forget, Xbox Plays will recap all the week's news throughout the week at
There we go.
twitch.tv/Xbox. So
Anticipation,
make sure to check that out.
I know.
Before Kate and I let Playground Games take the wheel, let me just say that it has been our distinct pleasure to chat games and nerd out with everyone.
They're about to end it.
Hands
Okay.
down the best part of the job, for sure.
But we're far from done here.
Too true. Now, in June, Playground Games announced that Forza Horizon 5, the highly anticipated follow-up to 2018's breakout hit open-world driving game Forza Horizon 4, arrives on November 9th on Xbox consoles,
Okay.
Xbox Game Pass for console, PC, and cloud, and of course, Steam.
And if you're watching our Xbox YouTube channel, switch over to our Xbox Twitch channel to see all this new exclusive content.
And that is twitch.tv/Xbox for the full vroom vroom experience. And if you're already watching on Twitch or one of the Forza channels, stay right where you are.
Without further ado, let's dive in, starting with the new custom Forza Horizon 5 controller, which is available for pre-order today, so players can have it in hand by November 9th when the standard edition of the game launches.
Let's see this thing. Is it going to be gaudy and like have a big old car sticker on it? Come on. It's red and gold? Oh, I love it already. It's going to be terrible. Are you kidding me? That looks so bad it's good. I love it. I want one of those. I like it. That is so bad it's good. That's so bad it's good. It has grips on the back. Oh yeah. You need grips for a controller that cool. You see that thing? I do like the color scheme. I like the yellows and the blues and the pink. I like that. It's partially see-through. Pre-order now. Woo! Yeah, I'm getting that controller.
Charlie here, and I'm at Playground Games with Forza Horizon creative director Mike Brown and Forza Horizon art director Don Arcetta. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
Hello.
How cool is this?
That is stunning. Look at that. Well, we
Her
obviously just saw
hair
a really cool
matches
video
the
about it, and I'll be
controller.
the first to say there is an amazing influence of Mexican car culture and music literally splayed right across the front. Isn't that right?
Absolutely. It just feels like it's a part of the Horizon Festival, like it's just dropped out of the game into your lap.
Absolutely.
Absolutely love it.
And there's so much we do want to show the fans, and it's
Lisette.
quite difficult to decide where to start. So can you maybe tell us a bit more about the game, Mike?
Sure, yeah. So Forza Horizon 5 is bringing the Horizon Festival's unique brand of
And
fun
it's already
freedom
sold out.
to beautiful and vibrant Mexico. Players are going to set out across the largest, most diverse open world we've ever built in hundreds of the world's most beautiful and exciting cars.
Yeah, and people think that Mexico is just a desert or a beach, but there's so much more to it, isn't there?
That's right. Even though it does have pretty awesome beaches and a number of amazing deserts, it also has vast canyons, hidden temples, awesome, beautiful historic cities, and even a towering snow-capped volcano.
Lisette needed to do this one too.
So you've talked about how Forza Horizon 5 showcases powerful, all-new graphical features, but what more can you tell us about that?
So yeah, our Mexican HDR sky captures really illuminate the world to the point where you feel like you're really there. And thanks to the Xbox Series X and S, ray tracing
Does this guy have a bike lock on his wrist?
To really make our cars look
Is
more
that a bike
true to
lock?
real life. You'll encounter the smallest of details.
What is this?
As you travel throughout the
What is
world,
that?
all rendered.
Is it a bike lock?
Oh, that's
No,
such
no,
an
no, no.
exciting overview. I cannot wait.
I
And
mean,
next up is something we know that Forza Horizon fans have definitely been
far
waiting
be it
for
from me
the most.
to
Mike,
judge
what exactly
anyone.
is that?
Yeah, that's right. We are about to reveal the cover of Forza Horizon 5, featuring the incredible Mercedes AMG 1 and the 2021 Ford Bronco Badlands. Should we take a look?
Ford Bronco on the cover, huh? And the Mercedes? Okay. You should they do like a McLaren or something, right? You gotta have to have a McLaren. I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, look at that boxy Bronco. He's chained to the sofa. Yes, James, he is. They can't let him escape. He's stuck there. He can never leave. I mean, that is a sexy looking AMG. Okay. Mercedes AMG Forza 5. Played on day one on PC and console. Nice cars, they do.
Now, those
16
are two
times the
very different ways
detail.
to explore Mexico. So what I want to know is why those two cars were chosen and what players can expect when they get behind the wheel.
Yeah, so those differences are exactly why we chose them. The Mercedes AMG 1 marks the first time a car features Formula One hybrid technology almost one-to-one from track to the street. And with the 2021 Ford Bronco Badlands, that's primed for rugged off-roading across Mexico's vast terrain.
And I'm certain people can't wait to see more of what these cars can do in the game, so I don't think we should keep them waiting any longer. Mike, can you tell us about what we're about to see next?
Yes, so in a few moments' time, we'll be kicking off a Forza Horizon 5 Let's Go stream, and everybody should check that out for a big deep dive into loads of new content and features from Forza Horizon 5. But before that, we have 8 minutes of brand new gameplay where we're going to see both the Mercedes AMG 1
the last
and
8
the
minutes.
2021 Ford Bronco Badlands. And in typical Horizon fashion, we are going to see active volcanoes, cars jumping out of cargo planes, and a race under beautiful Mexican skies all the way to the Horizon Festival. Should we check it out?
I think we should.
Yeah, James, I know it might not be your thing. I love the Horizon series. I love Horizon 3, Forza Horizon 4. I'm gonna get it, I know, and I'm gonna play the crap out of it. I love Forza Horizon. Look at that. All right. Drop it like it's hot. Get out of here. Get out of here. Into an active volcano. Okay. Okay. Dude, it looks good. It's only 1080p.
Here we take control of the 2021 Ford Bronco.
Yeah, that's as good as it gets. That's as good as it gets, you guys. Sorry.
Snow-capped Gran Caldera volcano.
See you on the other side.
So, but looks good. Switch the camera to what? Oh, to the plane itself. Look at this. Woo! Look at that. That's why I love Forza Horizon. That would destroy your car in real life. But in Forza, it won't, and I love it. Your suspension would have just shot right out the roof right then. Okay. It looks so good. And I can't wait to stream this game in like 4K just to show you guys how amazing it is. Oh, look at this. Boom! Holy cow. Landed in the middle of a race, okay. He landed right in the middle of a race.
Making new friends, eh? You go enjoy yourself.
Are they gonna drop the Mercedes? This car would definitely explode if you dropped it like that. The suspension would have just... Oh.
Lovely day for a drive.
No, that's not a McLaren, is that? No, that is a McLaren. That's a... Okay. Look at this thing.
So now we see the 2020 Corvette Stingray tearing up
Stingray.
asphalt towards a dust
Obviously, I
storm
know my
in the Mexican
cars.
farmland.
I'm a car scientist, everyone.
Outtrack the storm.
Look at that. It was orange. That's why I went with McLaren. Whew. That is a sexy car. Ooh. A sandstorm coming in. Okay. You're not going off-road with this thing. Oh, the car would have just exploded there. Oh, I love it, though. I love it. It's a Corvette. It's a vet. Yeah. I don't like the new look of the Corvette. Old school, way better. You give me like a good 70s Corvette or a 60, like a Stingray. Ooh, dust storm. You can't see anything. Okay. What is that, a Tesla? No, it's not a Tesla. There's no way that's a Tesla. Not yet. It's not a, what is that, a plaid? A plaid? A Tesla plaid? No, not yet.
Okay, on my mark. 5.
What is this?
4 now, that's fine.
Flamingos!
This could get a little rough.
Just got a Series S a couple of weeks ago. Great console for the... Yeah, Series X does there's a lot of power. Not as much as the next generation, but I think it's a good in-between. It's not full-on next generation, but it's above an Xbox Series X or a Xbox One X.
Is the Porsche 911
Thank you,
Desert
Xbox.
Flyer, crashing through the dense jungle tree canopy.
Flamingos!
Yeah. Go, go. Look at this. Just the world is so weird and like lush. You have a forest, you have a desert, you have a snowy mountain. I love it. Hey Jason, do you play on Xbox and PC? I do, Ozzy, I do. I play on both Xbox and PC, and as soon as I'm allowed to get a PS5 whenever they're in stock for a reasonable price. I will be playing on PlayStation as well, but I'm still fighting to try to get my PS5. I want to play some Demon Souls, and I want to play some Horizon Forbidden West, whenever that comes out. God of War? Oh, yeah. Go, go, go. And Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, I would love to play that on PS5 right now, but sadly, I don't have a PS5. Can't get one. Can't find one to get. Whoa! Yeah! Boom! Into the river. Okay. I love it. When do you speculate Frontiers will be released? Hindi, I would say tomorrow. We're gonna see Frontiers tomorrow. Now keep in mind, I've been saying that for like the past month. I've been saying Wednesday every week for the past month. Generally, it comes out on a Wednesday. Tomorrow would be a good time because they're doing another Gamescom show for indie developers. So Sean, if you're listening, tomorrow would be a perfect time to release the update. I would love it. You have to get back into the plane? How are you getting back into this plane? Oh no, you're getting out of it. Okay. Yeah, they don't drop the AMG. You don't drop that thing.
What do you say? First of the festival wins?
Yo,
and
look
on
at
the
this
final
thing.
leg, we have the stunning Mercedes AMG 1 at full speed across Mexico's sun-baked rocky coast.
Look at this car.
This is Mexico.
Yeah.
We've already had cars falling out of the sky, but all eyes are on the superstar making their
Tomorrow, there's always tomorrow. Yes, I'm hoping tomorrow. We got 9 minutes left in this presentation. Maybe they're gonna cap it off with Halo. They're gonna finish up Horizon, then they'll give us a little tease of Halo, just a little tease. Or No Man's Sky, one of the two. That'd be amazing. No Man's Sky. November, come on, November. Holy cow. Couple months from now, 3 months from now. Wow, we still got a while to go. September, October, November. Yeah, 3 months. Like 2.5. Yeah, 200. Holy mackerel. What is this thing? Woo! Look at that! Oh, Horizon is so good. Look at this. God, that's so good. God, Forza Horizon is such a great game series. Oh no, that's it, huh? Thanks for watching. I guess that is it. That was the final bit. So they ended 8 minutes early. They said it was going to be 90 minutes, but it was actually only an hour and 22 minutes. Huh. All right, so what did you guys all think? What did you guys all think? Let me switch this over. What did you guys all think? I thought it was good. Definitely nothing that I wasn't expecting. Like, I thought there was going to be maybe they'd sneak in some, like, big old sneaky announcement. Nothing really, though. Nothing there. I think it was good. It was nice. Yeah, it was definitely nice. It wasn't, like, jaw-dropping, oh, my God, game thing going on. But I think it was pretty dang good. Anyways, this was like an indie show. Almost. They showed off a lot of indie stuff, for sure. But I think they were mostly focused on, hey, we're going to hit all the big games for Xbox by itself. And not exclusive. Like, they did do Dying Light to begin with. But they wanted to show off a lot of Xbox-centric games. The games that are focused on Xbox. And so, hey, I'm okay with that. It was okay. Now let me show you guys what I was talking about for tomorrow. So, tomorrow, let me bring this back up again. Let me see. You guys can hopefully you guys can read that. But we have Jeff Keighley, the guy who's going to be hosting tomorrow. He hosts a lot of stuff. He tweeted this last week. He said 5 days until Gamescom opening night. That's tomorrow night on Wednesday. We are bossing it with our announcements this year. So there's going to be a lot more bigger announcements tomorrow, Wednesday. It'll be 11 a.m. Pacific time, which is, I don't know, you have to convert your time right now. So 11 a.m. Pacific, which is noon for me, 2 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're in New York, it'll be 2 o'clock in the afternoon. If you're in California, it'll be 11 a.m. And if you're in Colorado, it'll be 12 p.m. noon time tomorrow. They'll be announcing stuff. And the biggest thing is right here. You see that? Rebooting, and there is a Saints Row symbol right there. I mean, not exactly a Saints Row symbol, but if you're into gaming, that is the Saints Row symbol. So everyone knows now that Saints Row, there's something going to happen with Saints Row tomorrow. The big rumor is they are going to be announcing a new game, like a sequel game, not a remake or anything like that, because they already remastered Saints Row the Third. And so this is going to be a fresh, like a sequel game, Saints Row 5, or a reboot, meaning it's going to be Saints Row like to begin with, like starting fresh, starting all over again at Saints Row, but they're going to reboot the whole series. I don't know. I'm super pumped up because I love the Saints Row games. I love them. For UK, what time is that? If it is 11 a.m. Pacific, I think that puts it at like 5 or 6 p.m. in the UK. It'll be 5 or 6 p.m. in the UK. And remember, guys, I will put up a stream. I think they'll have a stream up as well, a live stream notification. And that live stream notification will give you the time. It'll say, oh, yeah, it'll be at this time in your local area. But I think it's about 5 or 6 p.m. UK time. Between 5 and 6 p.m., I believe. I like the Forza Horizon, but I haven't played any of the other games. They showed Flight Simulator. I've sort of played. I had short play of it. Oh, short play of it. Okay. Forza. I love Forza. If you're gonna get a game, get Forza. Whew. 1900. Yes. 1900, which is 7 p.m. It looks like. Yeah. So 1900. 7 p.m. UK time. Thank you guys for doing the math on it. You know I'm not a big math person. I am now Omega sad. Tomorrow, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow, they're doing a lot more indie announcements, and also they're going to be doing bigger announcements, I think. So Xbox was kind of just showing you some of the games they've already announced, but they were just showing you more gameplay of it. Tomorrow, they're going to be doing fresh announcements of like, hey, these games you've never even heard of, seen before, like Saints Row. Saints Row's tomorrow. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, hit that like button before you leave. And I'm probably going to be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to try to get some kind of gameplay. I don't know if you guys watched any of the 12 minutes gameplay I put up. I've been sucked into 12 minutes. It's a really good game. I might get some of that done. But until then, until tomorrow, we're going to be streaming tomorrow for Gamescom. See you guys next time.